Hey, my friend Mark here. I want to talk to you about a component in business that we must apply to our marriages. Now, if you do business pretty much anywhere, there is something that every business has in common, and that is there's a customer service desk. Pretty much any kind of transaction, you know that there is something you can do to complain. You can return the steak, you can exchange the shirt, you can pretty much return anything that you buy. Now, in marriage, sometimes it's different. The question is, do you provide a customer service desk for your spouse? Now, comparing this to business, let's say you have a restaurant or a store that you like to go to. But if you find out they no longer allow exchanges, how much money are you going to be willing to spend? Are you going to spend $300? Are you going to spend $40? If you think in your mind, if I take this home and take it out of the box, if it doesn't work, I can't return it. Would you still do business with them? You see, in marriage, if we don't offer a customer service desk, we're pretty much telling people, you're stuck with whatever you've got. Now imagine that there's only one store in your city. And this store is where you go for all of your goods. But they don't allow exchanges or complaints. How are you going to feel as a person when all of the necessities of your life, the things you have to buy, you have to go to this one store and they don't allow returns? Let's say they're known for having several problems with their products and you're stuck thinking, man, I'm earning my money and I have to go spend it there. And all the time they have problems, but I can't do anything about it. I'm stuck with whatever I buy from them. This would be exhausting. Well, imagine being in a marriage, and maybe you are in a marriage like this, where your spouse is your only spouse, chances are, and you count on them for a number of things in your life. So what if they don't allow you to complain? What do you do then? You don't have multiple spouses to get your needs met. You have this one spouse. And if they don't have a customer service desk, that is a frustrating reality. This simple thought of having a customer service desk, the way it plays out over the long haul, to say that it's impacting is a wild understatement. I talk to some couples who are 45, 50 years old, and there was something that was not right 25 years ago or 15 years ago, but they didn't talk about it. Nobody went to the customer service desk and simply stated their complaint or their concern. And so 10 years later, 20 years later, this issue has caused a massive wedge between the two of them. Just recently, I talked to a couple, been married about 8 years. And what they are doing is they approach the topics that they're concerned about. Because of that, they're going to do great over the long haul. Because similar to building a business, there are hard things that you have to do. But if you simply do the hard, awkward things, your chances of success really go up. The same goes in relationships. Now, when you go to a store, and you walk in and you see this big sign over a big desk, and the sign says customer service desk. You probably don't think, wow, what's wrong with this store? They have customer service. No, actually you realize that this is why you can trust that store. Because when that store has this big sign and this big desk, they're basically saying, we are here to serve you. They're basically acknowledging that at some point, something may not go according to plan. Something may not go well. And that business is basically telling you, when something doesn't go well, would you please come tell us? Because that store, they want to continue to do relationship with you. In order for that relationship to continue, they actually want you to bring your complaints to them so the relationship stays healthy. It's similar in a good marriage. A good marriage is not a marriage that doesn't need a customer service desk. It's the opposite. Good marriages can only occur if there is a customer service desk, because we're humans. We are all going to make mistakes. We're always going to have consistent misunderstandings. That's just what life is. But if we have a customer service desk and we consistently just face these problems together, we keep building a business or marriage that can be thriving and healthy. So concerning this customer service desk, I leave you with these two thoughts. Can you work the customer service desk for other people? Can people complain to you? Specifically, can your spouse complain to you? If you're not able to work the customer service desk, quite frankly, you're not ready for business or for marriage. Because if you're not willing to offer a customer service desk, you're basically asking people to remain loyal to you, even if things are miserable for them. A business would never tell people, come buy all this stuff from us. And if it doesn't go well, keep buying it anyway. It doesn't work that way. The same goes for marriage. We have to have the courage to stand behind that customer service desk and communicate to our spouse and say, hey, if there's something you're concerned about, would you please come tell me? Now, the second thought is, are you able to go to the customer service desk? Some people I've talked to are actually mortified of returning a shirt to a store. It's very hard for them. It feels very vulnerable to go to a store and exchange a shirt. Well, those are the same kind of people that have a difficult time going to their spouse and saying, hey, I got something that's bothering me. My friend, it is critical if you want to have a healthy marriage that you can voice your opinion, voice your complaint. Now, when you do it, you don't have to throw the merchandise at the person behind the desk. You can just lovingly go to them and say, hey, I got this shirt. Something was wrong with it. I need to exchange it. So working the customer service desk and going to the customer service desk is a really important component to building a healthy and lasting marriage. If we haven't yet met, my name is Mark Delaney. My wife and I are in the business of helping people build a legacy with their life. If this content is helpful to you, please subscribe, like, comment some questions. I'd love to answer some questions. I hope this has been helpful to you. Until next time, go take on the day.